When it comes to your emotions, time does not heal all wounds. A lot of people understandably avoid their negative emotions, the emotions that cause them suffering. I understand why somebody would try to avoid negative emotions. It's like you avoid touching a hot stove because you don't want the pain of being burned. That's really understandable. And it is true that if you avoid feeling something for a while, it will move into the background. It will not remain on channel 1 of your consciousness forever. So it's understandable that people think that time heals all wounds. But that's not true. Time does not heal all wounds. Time allows the wounds to go into the background. And what is the background for you in terms of your emotional wounds? The background is your physical body. Rather than feeling an emotion as an emotion, which, as I've said in many other videos, that emotion is a physical sensation if you tune into it enough and you get grounded enough to feel in your body. Every emotion is a physical sensation or a network of physical sensations. Like, for example, your anxiety might be something that you feel in your stomach, your heart, and your throat, with maybe different sensations in each place, maybe very similar sensations in each place. Your fear could be felt in your throat. It could be felt in your stomach. It could be felt in the pelvic area. It could be felt in a way by feeling very out of body, confused, spacey. But anyway, what happens to your emotions when you keep suppressing them, thinking that time will heal all wounds because you've heard that piece of wisdom so many times, is that the energy that you have not cleared, that you have not released, will end up first usually causing muscle tension somewhere. Like, if you notice, everybody has tight shoulders pretty much. Tight shoulders, for one thing, it's not a comprehensive explanation, but tight shoulders happen when we feel judged, criticized, something, and we tighten our shoulders. And we do that thousands and thousands of times in our lives when we brace for impact in terms of what somebody's saying to us. And eventually that tension gets permanently locked into the muscles. On a much deeper level, a lot of times, the emotions that you do not heal, that you do not process and digest, will go to corresponding organs. And when I say corresponding organs, what I mean is you can look at various methods of healing, such as the acupuncture system, which is very well mapped out. And there are correlations between certain organs and the meridian lines in the acupuncture system, and emotions. So, for example, somebody who has a lot of unprocessed anger might find that they have liver issues over time. And you might say, well, that person drank or whatever, but their drinking might have been something that they used to suppress their anger, and their anger made their liver more susceptible to the cirrhosis that later got blamed on drinking. So why would one person drink long-term and never get any cirrhosis, and another person would drink less and get cirrhosis? One potential explanation could be the anger that they're holding in, potentially all the way back from early childhood, that they have never cleared. The anger that they were punished for if they tried to express it set up a situation where they felt unsafe expressing their anger. I know that one. It's that kind of feeling like if you're being punished and you have the natural feeling of anger, that you'll be punished double or triple if you express that anger. And so then we hold that in. Bitterness, long-term bitterness, can impact the gallbladder. Fear issues can attack the kidneys and the bladder, and on and on. There are various issues, and that goes the same. You can do the same kind of mapping with the chakra system. For example, grief in the acupuncture system impacts the lungs, among other things. In the chakra system, it impacts the throat area and all of the glands and organs, I don't know if they're organs, but around the throat. But all those areas around the throat, the esophagus, the thymus, thyroid, various things, can be impacted by the fact that we don't heal our grief. So what happens when you suppress an emotion is that it seems to go away, and it seems that that time indeed does heal all wounds. But when you actually look at the overall situation of the person, you might just see that the lack of emotional healing has led to chronic health issues. And if you look at certain old people, you can see that they are stuck in emotional issues that they might have been holding onto and not clearing for many decades. And it's kind of like as the immune system goes down, those underlying issues come to the surface. As long as you are young and beautiful and full of energy, it's easy to pretend that you are not plagued by these chronic emotional pains, and you can go out, you can be popular, you can get attention, whatever. But when you're 80 years old and you're sitting alone waiting to die, then all these things have a tendency of bubbling up to the surface. And that's when you don't want to deal with that crap. That's when you want to sit in your rocking chair in full wisdom, looking back with gratitude at an amazing life, not feeling your immune system go down, feeling your organs being messed up, diseased because of the emotions you've been holding on to, because you believed that time healed all wounds. It does not. It just makes them go into the background where they can hurt you even more. So that's one more reason why it's really important to get on a path of emotional healing. Because emotional healing is not isolated to the realm of emotions only. Emotional healing is connected to all levels of your personal well-being. So if you'd like to do some emotional healing, try me out for a 1-hour phone session. It's $100. It's available to anybody on earth with a phone or some other mode of communication where we can connect. And I'll guide you through clearing or starting the process of clearing the biggest emotional stumbling block in your life. And not only clearing the emotion, but giving you homework. I know you love homework. But giving you practical ways to move through life in a different way without this emotion. And in a way that doesn't let this emotion guide your pathways, but actually allows you to cleanse that emotion out by not avoiding it, by allowing it to play out and allowing it to be healed. Anyway, I'd love to help you with that if that's something you're interested in. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be back soon with more of this kind of content. Thank you. Bye.